Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. I'm going to run you over. Look at me. Let's go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Minshew, first and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's Twenty would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Leo, get it.
Fournette running out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
It's third and
10.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, high 7, 5.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Absolutely nowhere.
Let it 10-2 soft.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Hey, Sam, go.
A shotgun give to Fournette.
Fournette again the ball carrier. He was brought down by Mike Edwards. That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, zoom. Should I? Snap.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's the first carry from Dwayne Washington. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop them before that first down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run here with Barber. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Buccaneers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Let's go.
Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check safety, check safety. Flip, flip, flip.
Washington gets it going right. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Get ready.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Flash,
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Flash, 25. Check, check. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, stop. Kim. Hey, turn it up. Follow. Hey, let's go.
They'll run with Barber, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. This is Fournette. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Here we go. 30 base. 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son. General West. Smooth. Big grip.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A first down throw for Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing on first down is Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Tight down.
Hey, let go. 45, Mike, 45. Get it.
Throwing on second down. Minshew. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he is all the way up past the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch the pass.
On third down, it's Barber. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken to the back. I wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Winston again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
You got tight right there. Green, triple team. 5-0, 5-0. Hayward, 22. Hey, watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Complete, he finds Braid. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On first, here's Washington. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Check. You draw quarters.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Three down. Pick the edge. Come.
61, matchbox lights.
What twist?
Bam.
Fournette. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more. Because
got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Running it, Washington. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Ready, white 25. Green, triple team. 44.
On 3rd down, it's Barber. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Y'all playing wrong football. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and very short, Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Blue ready.
Check. They can't hang with us.
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Josh Allen on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the back.
Easy.
Go get him.
Green, triple T.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Stepping it, and Winston lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On third down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Move. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Alpha. Go get it.
Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They run with Washington. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston gives to Barber. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Flip, flip, flip. White.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Looking to throw it. Minshew going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
William Golston on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Right. He's tight right. He's tight on the right.
Now.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Washington. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready. Hey, stop. Shit. Take 4. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Barber. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jameis to throw it. Rolling to his right. This goes to Barber, the running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go play action. Winston steps away. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll run with Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Jags get it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck...